I would suggest if you're going to buy a bike and you don't have one for biking or adventure racing, to go with the 29er. But that, once again, is an individual choice. Now this bike is a hardtail, which basically means that there's no shock in the rear end. So it's all hard, solid construction. But back to the gear itself. When you're going to bike, you're going to get thirsty. So you're going to need a water bottle. You also use a hydration system or backpack that you can wear. You're going to need some place to put your bike tools. That's pretty obvious. There are a bunch of different places that you can put your bike tools on your bike. Now, this is a Profile Designs box. Mostly triathletes use these, but we use them in adventure races. And you can put food, tools, all kinds of things up here. So this is an option. Here's where I put my tools, right underneath the seat. It attaches with Velcro and strapping. And this is a really good place to stick it, that way it's not in the way. Now inside, I'll show you the kind of tools that I use when I adventure race. I have a chain tool. Now, next to getting a flat, your chain breaking is the second most common thing that's going to happen to you while you're riding a bike. And when you're in an adventure race and time matters, you've got to get your chain repaired in a quick amount of time. It also helps to have just a set of Allen tools altogether. Now, these are specific to mountain bikes. It gives you the various types of Allen tools that you'll need for your bike. Different parts of your bike, whether it be the pedals, will take one size of Allen wrench. Your brakes may take another size of Allen wrench, as well as your handlebars and your shifters. So one of these tools, this is a Mini 9. I think this is Top Peak, I don't recall. It has several Allen wrench tools on it, as well as a torque wrench and a Phillips screwdriver on it that you can use for your bike. So this is pretty handy to have. I have a 29er tube. Just one tube is generally all I take during races. Now currently I'm running my bike with a tubeless configuration with stands, no tubes, but it's good to have a tube because if your stands goes flat or your UST, which is another form of tubeless, if it goes flat, then you've always got this as a standby. And it's always good to have a spare tube because you can actually stick the tube in and reseat the tire and continue on and ride. To be able to do all that, what you're going to need is a lever. Now this is a little plastic tire lever that I have. You need at least one, maybe two. Two are probably the best. They come in packs of 3, but a good plastic tire lever helps you to get the tire off of the rim. Now if you're putting in other tubes, you're going to need this. It's an absolute certainty. So at least 2 of these are the best. Now to pump up your tire, we've got a couple of options. I generally carry a CO2 inflator. Now this is a wrench force CO2 inflator, and I keep my CO2 in there. It's reversed so that it doesn't use itself up. All I have to do is unscrew this top and flip the CO2 around, and then when I screw it back in, it'll be able to fill up my tire full of air. It's going to take at least one of these, possibly 1.5. So if you anticipate in the race that you may get a couple flats, you may even want to carry 2 extra. In my little bag, I have 1 extra. So I'm carrying 2. Well, I have CO2 inflators. It's really handy to have one of these. And this is just a mini air pump. A mini air pump is a good thing to have because an air pump will never run out of air.